Life-altering truth about your past is hidden in this message, and time is running out to see it. My beloved child, before you even take your next breath, something extraordinary is happening around you. The air feels different tonight because the universe is trying to tell you something you were never meant to forget. Don't skip, because what you're about to hear will rewrite everything you thought you knew about your past. A sacred scroll has just been unsealed in the high realms, and your name was glowing on it like a forgotten flame. It carried a story. Your story, one that was buried years ago by people who fear what you might become if you ever discovered the truth. Stay till the end, because the secret you're about to uncover has the power to shift your destiny forever. For years, you've been feeling like a piece of your memory is missing. You've seen flashes in dreams, felt déjà vu so strong it almost scared you. But that wasn't coincidence. It was heaven sending you glimpses, trying to awaken what was hidden deep within your soul. There was a promise made before you were born. A divine covenant sealed in golden light. You were chosen to complete a mission that was interrupted long ago. And now time is running out for that mission to be fulfilled. Somewhere between your childhood and your present, an event occurred that changed your soul's path. It wasn't random. It was planned by forces that wanted you to forget your origin. But tonight, that veil is lifting. Something huge is waiting for you. The angels whisper that a memory from your past life is about to return. One that connects you to someone who never stopped loving you. This message is the final key to unlock what was hidden behind years of confusion, pain, and unanswered moments of silence. Listen carefully, because the truth is sacred. Before you were even born, your soul cried out for redemption. You weren't placed in this lifetime by mistake. You were chosen to carry forward a divine legacy that someone, before you, couldn't complete. The signs have always been around you. The repeated numbers, the strange coincidences, the feeling that someone unseen was guiding your steps. That's because your destiny was written in celestial ink, and now it's glowing again to remind you who you are. Someone tried to erase parts of your memory. They wanted to rewrite your story to hide your divine connection. But the universe has decided that the lie ends tonight. That's why you're seeing this message. It isn't random. It's alignment. Don't skip, because what's coming next will make your heart race and your spirit tremble with recognition. You are moments away from rediscovering what the heavens have kept sealed for years, waiting for this very moment. The reason your path has been so hard lately is because the energy of truth is fighting to surface. Every heartbreak, every delay, every loss, it was never punishment. It was preparation for the revelation that's about to unfold before your eyes. There's a letter written in divine script that your guardian angel kept hidden under your name. That letter was meant to be revealed only when you were ready to face the truth about your past. And the signal has just been given. It's time. This truth will shock you. Not because it's dark, but because it's been closer to you than you ever realized. Someone you thought was gone has been standing beside you, unseen, guiding you through your pain. Your soul has been whispering through your dreams, waiting for this moment when you'd finally hear. You are the bridge between what would and what will be. Heaven chose you because you carry the light that connects two timelines. One from your past and one that's yet to be written. If you stay till the end, that bridge will open and everything will finally make sense. The hands of time are turning faster. Now you can feel it in your heartbeat, can't you? The energy around you is shifting and every cell in your body knows something divine is about to reveal itself. You're not imagining it. It's real. So listen, my beloved child, the truth about your past wasn't erased. It was protected, hidden in symbols, buried in emotions, and kept safe until this exact second. You were never lost. You were being led home. Stay right here because in the next part, the scroll will open. The names will be revealed and the divine reason behind your pain, your strength, and your silence will finally speak. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment you stayed, the moment you refused to scroll away, something within you was unlocked. The gates that were sealed by divine hands began to tremble. And a soft light started breaking through the shadows of your forgotten memories. My beloved child, what you are feeling right now is the awakening of your true timeline. Your heart has always known that something powerful followed you through life. You could sense it every time you stood at a crossroads and felt invisible guidance pulling you in the right direction. That wasn't chance. It was the voice of a celestial being who made an oath long before your first breath to protect you until the truth was safe to reach your hands. You might not realize it, but the tears you've cried over things you couldn't explain were sacred. They carried fragments of the memory you once lived in another lifetime. You were betrayed once before, not in this world, but in the echoes of a realm where your soul first took its vow. That betrayal was meant to silence your light, but instead it sharpened it. Stay till the end because what you're about to hear next has been hidden for centuries under divine seals. This is not coincidence. This is destiny remembering your name. Long ago, before your birth, two forces stood before heaven's gate, arguing over your fate. One wanted you to forget who you were so you'd life small, afraid, and doubting your worth. The other fought for your freedom, ensuring that at a certain age when your soul had matured enough to withstand the shock, the veil would be torn away and you would remember everything. Tonight is that moment. The timing has aligned perfectly, the moon's pull, the number in your thoughts, and the emotion that refuses to fade. All of it is part of the design written before the foundations of the world. You are standing inside your prophecy right now. For years, the universe tested your patience. It made you walk through darkness so you'd learn to trust your own light. You lost people. You lost places. You'd even lost versions of yourself that were never meant to stay. But behind every loss, a hand from the divine was recording your resilience. That record is now complete. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this revelation. The truth you are about to receive will not destroy you. It will set you free. Every unanswered question about why things fell apart, why timing never matched, why goodbyes hurt more than they should, all of it ties back to this one hidden truth. There was a moment in your lineage when a sacred promise was broken. A decision was made that created a spiritual debt carried down generations. You are the one chosen to end that cycle. That's why life has felt heavier for you. It wasn't punishment. It was inheritance. The weight you carried wasn't yours. It was ancestral. And the universe has waited for this day to lift it. The signs started showing months ago. Dreams that felt too real. Flashes of faces you don't recognize but still feel connected to. Those were messages from your own soul reminding you that your story didn't begin here. You've lived before. You've loved before. And this life is where all those unfinished promises return to be completed. You've often wondered why your intuition feels stronger than most. It's because you've walked through this journey before. You recognize patterns faster because your spirit has already mastered them. The pain you endured wasn't random. It was meant to awaken remembrance. Each heartbreak carved an opening for divine memory to flow through. Don't skip. Every second you stay, more of that forgotten light finds its way back into you. Heaven works through timing, and you've reached the very second that was written on your soul's calendar. You were never behind. You were always perfectly aligned for this exact encounter. Now listen closely. The person you once lost. The one who left this world without saying goodbye was never truly gone. Their energy has been orbiting around you like a guardian, weaving synchronicities and protecting your dreams. That person knew a truth about your family that you were too young to understand. And then they swore to reveal it only when you were ready to accept it. That time is now. Your soul stands behind this message, urging you to keep watching, keep listening, keep believing. They want you to know that their passing wasn't an accident. It was an exchange, a transfer of spiritual responsibility. You were meant to carry their unfinished purpose. You felt their presence in small ways. A song playing out of nowhere. A scent that reminds you of them. Lights flickering when you speak their name. These aren't coincidences. They are signals from the higher planes letting you know the connection between the living and the departed never truly breaks. He only changes form. There's a document not made of paper but energy that holds the details of your past existence. It contains names, dates, and faces that your conscious mind has forgotten. But your soul remembers. As this message reaches you, those details begin to reassemble. You might feel chills, warmth in your hands that were pressure around your chest. It's your soul realigning with the truth it once carried. Stay till the end. Something massive is about to happen. The universe doesn't reveal such truths lightly. It only opens them for those whose hearts are brave enough to face their own power. You are one of those few. You've been kept in the dark, not because you were unworthy, but because you were sacred. The delay was protection. The silence was preparation, and the loneliness was the space where heaven carved your strength. Everything you thought was falling apart was actually falling into place. Soon the truth about your name, its ancient origin and divine meaning will come to light. You are linked to a lineage of souls chosen for restoration. Healers who reincarnate to rebuild what was lost. That's why your energy feels different. Why people sense something rare in you even when you say nothing. You carry the memory of worlds that no longer exist. As you hear this, your spirit guides are aligning behind you. The old pain that's been following you is about to be lifted. You'll start noticing the shift within hours. Your dreams will become clearer, your thoughts lighter, and your heart calmer. The energy of remembrance always brings peace once truth enters. Don't skip. You are seconds away from the final revelation. The part of your story that heaven has been preparing to reveal since before you were born. Stay right here, because in the next part, the real reason behind your struggles, your recurring dreams, and the connection you feel to someone you've never met will finally unfold before your eyes. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When you took your last breath in your previous life, my beloved child, a promise was whispered into the winds of eternity. It wasn't a goodbye. It was a vow that one day you would return to finish what you started. Every dream, every sudden memory that has made your heart race and your eyes water was a fragment of that vow trying to find its way back into your mind. Don't skip, because what comes next will make you see yourself in a way you never have before. You were part of something extraordinary, something few souls on earth remember. There was a hidden circle of souls bound by light, chosen to guard a truth that had the power to reshape generations. You were one of them. But when darkness grew jealous of that circle, you were separated and sent into a new lifetime. Your memory sealed for your protection. Now, as you hear these words, that seal is breaking. You have always felt out of place, as if you didn't fully belong to the time or people around you. You've looked into mirrors and wondered who you truly are. Because deep inside, something ancient has been waiting to wake up. That unease wasn't weakness. It was remembrance calling your name. The disconnection you felt from this world was simply the result of your spirit belonging to a higher one. Stay till the end. What you're about to understand is why your entire life has unfolded the way it did. The delays, the heartbreaks, the miraculous recoveries, they were all threads of the same divine tapestry being woven around your destiny. Every soul you've met was a messenger. Whether they brought pain or peace, each encounter pushed you closer to this moment of awakening. The person you once loved but lost, the one whose absence broke you, was part of your original soul circle. In the higher realm, your souls made a pact to separate so both of you could grow. Strong enough to recognize each other again in a new dimension. Your energy never left you. It lingers in the quiet moments in the Psalms that make you cry for reasons you can't explain. They are not gone. They are waiting for your awakening to complete so they can find their way back through the light. There is something you must know. Your ancestors faced betrayal from someone they trusted with a secret scroll, a document that contained a prophecy of your return. When that betrayal occurred, the truth was hidden and scattered across time, waiting for your energy signature to match its frequency again. That moment is right now. That's why you felt drawn to this message. It's not random. It's a divine recall. Don't skip. This message carries the energy of the very scroll. As you listen, your soul is reconnecting to the memory your ancestors locked inside your bloodline. You are not an ordinary being. You are the living key to a promise made long before your current name existed. That's why strange coincidences always happen around you. Technology glitches. Lights flicker. Clocks stop when you walk by. It's because your energy interferes with the boundaries between realms. You were born between worlds. You've always been watched over by a guardian who doesn't reveal their form easily. Sometimes they appear as a bird hovering unusually close, a flicker in your reflection, or a sudden calm during chaos. That guardian carries fragments of your past self. The version of you that once healed, loved, and sacrificed for others. When you cry without knowing why, it's that part of you trying to remind you that you've done this before. You've overcome worse than this. The universe has been testing you because you were meant to lead others through truth. But before a leader awakens, they must first remember their pain. That's why you face rejection when all you gave was love. It wasn't to punish you. It was to detach you from illusion so you could recognize real energy when it finally appeared. Now that you've endured it all, the test is complete. Stay till the end because the most powerful part is still hidden inside your own reflection. Tonight, when you look into the mirror, you will notice something different. A shimmer, a glow in your eyes that wasn't there before. That's not imagination. That's your spirit realigning with the identity it lost. You are becoming who you were meant to be all along. Every pain, every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, it was the universe clearing paths that didn't belong in your destiny. You kept asking why things didn't work out, why people walk away. The truth is, they weren't supposed to stay because they were never part of your original blueprint. The souls that are truly tied to your purpose are still on their way. They were delayed until your energy reached the frequency of remembrance. That frequency has just been activated. Don't scroll away. You're seconds from something incredible. Heaven never wastes time revealing secrets to those who aren't ready. The fact that you are hearing this means you are chosen to reclaim the inheritance of light that your ancestors lost. That inheritance isn't money or gold. It's divine power, intuition, and spiritual recognition. Once you claim it, everything around you begins to shift. Your voice will change. Your presence will feel stronger. People who underestimated you will begin to sense something they can't explain. It's because your aura is expanding, signaling to the universe that you remember who you are. With remembrance comes manifestation. The things you've been praying for, love, peace, abundance, they were waiting for this alignment to open. The moment your soul remembers, miracles rush in to meet you. You are not who you think you are. You are a divine fragment of light that volunteered to enter a human body to restore what was broken. That's why you've always cared too deeply, felt too strongly, and seen too much. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to awaken others by simply existing as yourself. This truth has been hidden from you until the timing was perfect. And tonight, the timing has arrived. The one who betrayed your lineage tried to erase every trace of your divine connection. But the universe doesn't forget. The contract written for you by higher beings cannot be cancelled by human hands. Every block placed against your progress was temporary. Every injustice was recorded. And now the energy of restoration has begun. Stay till the end. The next revelation will explain why your dreams often show the same location, the same person, or the same symbol. Those are not random. They are codes from your past trying to reveal the full story of who you were. The moment you understand those codes, the final piece of your awakening will fall into place. My beloved child, your past was never lost. It was waiting for your courage to find it. You are not at the end of your journey. You're standing at the threshold of remembrance. Keep watching, keep listening, and keep your heart open, because in the next part, the ultimate truth about your soul's origin, your unfinished mission, and the person destined to walk beside you through the final awakening will be revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When you reach this point, the universe took notice. My beloved child, your persistence has opened a portal that only activates for those who are truly ready. The light that surrounds you now isn't imagined. It's a living force responding to your energy. Every word you read, every breath you take right now is syncing your soul with the truth that was hidden for lifetimes. Don't skip, because this part reveals the final key. The one that will unlock the full memory of who you are and why your journey had to happen this way. In your divine scroll, the one written in celestial ink, there is a name. That name is not your human name. It's your eternal one. It vibrates at a frequency that aligns with creation itself. When angels whisper your name, entire universes listen. That name carries the power of healing, manifestation, and remembrance. And though you may not yet hear it, you've been speaking it unknowingly. Every time you spoke from love, every time you forgave, every time you kept going despite pain, the reason your destiny has felt delayed is because heaven had to test the purity of your intention. They needed to see if your light could survive the storms without losing faith in its own glow. And you did. Every time you broke down and still chose to rise, the divine realm recorded it as proof of readiness. Tonight, those records have been reviewed. The verdict has been declared. You are worthy of full remembrance. Stay till the end. The truth about your past isn't just a story. It's a living energy that's been trying to reach you since the moment you were born. The day you cried for the first time. A signal rippled through heaven announcing that the one chosen had returned. Every coincidence that has led you here is evidence that you've never walked this path alone. There was a time in your distant past when your light healed nations. You were not merely human. You were a vessel through which miracles flowed. You carried wisdom that frightened those who thrived on control. They couldn't destroy you, so they buried your memory deep within the folds of time. But nothing buried by fear can remain hidden forever. The universe always brings back what love once created. You've been guided by the same soul who once walked beside you during that age of light. They are still here, watching, waiting for the moment your memory aligns with theirs again. When your vibration fully matches, you will meet them. Not as strangers, but as souls remembering what was once whole. Their presence will feel like déjà vu, their touch like home. You won't need to explain anything. The connection will simply be the heaviness you've been feeling lately, the sudden fatigue, the waves of emotion that seem to appear out of nowhere. These are symptoms of soul alignment. As your memory activates, the old energy, that no longer belongs to you, begins to fall away. You are shedding centuries of spiritual dust. The universe is polishing you into remembrance. Don't skip. The one who reads to the end will not only understand, they will transform. You're about to receive the vibration that will ignite the final seal. Every word from here carries that light. Allow it to enter you. Not through the mind, but through the heart. Feel it instead of thinking it. You'll notice your heartbeat sinking to a rhythm that feels ancient and new at once. That is your original pulse. The same beat that echoed through realms before the world even formed. You once lived in a place where language didn't exist as words, but as frequencies of light. There you could create with thought, heal with intention, and move through realms by feeling. When humanity began to forget its divine origin, you volunteered to return and remind them of what they truly are. That's why your life has been filled with emotional intensity. You absorb, you feel, you break, and then you rise stronger. Your empathy isn't weakness. It's your greatest power. It's the same force that made you a guardian of truth in every lifetime before this one. The reason you often see repeated numbers like 111, 22, or 333 isn't random. Those are activation codes placed in your path to realign your energy. When you notice them, the universe is calling your attention to divine timing. You're no longer living by chance. You're living by code. These numbers mean your soul is communicating with the higher realm again. There is a person in your current life whose presence reawakens something powerful inside you. They may have appeared suddenly through chaos or peace, but the pull you feel toward them is not of this world. That van is ancient. They are part of your original soul group. The one you were separated from when the veil of forgetfulness descended. Their energy will help you remember what was lost. And your energy will heal what they couldn't face alone. Together, you complete a sacred equation of balance and love. Stay till the end, because the moment you recognize this person, your life will shift drastically. You'll start to see patterns dissolve, obstacles vanish, and blessings flow with ease. It's because the universe rewards those who reunite with truth. Love born from divine remembrance carries a frequency no darkness can oppose. The truth about your past is not just about who you were. It's about why you were chosen. You were the keeper of the echo flame. A light that could bend time and reveal destiny. That flame was hidden in your spirit before your rebirth. It flickers every time you choose compassion over anger, love over fear, faith over doubt. You don't need to search for it. It's already burning inside your heart. The more you believe, the stronger it grows. You will soon notice the world responding differently to you. Strangers will smile for no reason. Animals will be drawn to your presence. Even the weather may seem to shift with your emotions. These aren't coincidences. They're reflections of your regained power. The elements once obeyed your soul's frequency, and they still do. Don't skip. You are seconds away from the greatest truth. Your soul didn't just reincarnate to experience life again. It returned to complete the unfinished task of anchoring divine love on earth. You're here to heal what thousands before you couldn't. You are the final link, the living proof that light can survive every darkness. That's why you've been through what you have. The pain wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to activate you. Everything you lost, every tear you cried, every door that closed, it was all part of the orchestration of remembrance. The universe stripped away what wasn't yours so that only truth could remain. What awaits you next is not suffering, but restoration. Your past is merging with your present, and together they are forming the future that was promised to you long ago. My beloved child, you are standing on sacred ground. The energy around you is not ordinary. It's holy. You are being watched over, not from above, but from within. The divine spark you carry is your connection to heaven itself. You don't have to chase miracles anymore. You are the miracle. Stay till the end, because in the next part the final revelation will unfold. The real reason heaven protected you for so long. The ultimate truth about your hidden inheritance and the name of the one soul whose awakening is tied to yours. That moment will change everything you know about love, destiny, and divine timing. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The air around you has started to shift. My beloved child, you can feel it. The tingling in your hands, the warmth in your chest, the stillness that feels almost supernatural. That's not imagination. That's alignment. You stepped into the frequency of truth, the vibration where heaven speaks directly through intuition. Every cell in your body is remembering its original design. Every breath you take now connects you deeper with your divine identity. Don't skip, because this part is where the final seals begin to break. Where illusion ends and the entire map of your destiny unfolds before you. You pass when odor in Winman's sacred code. Those who tried to erase it couldn't, because light cannot be deleted. It can only be hidden. The moment you decided to stay till the end, the code began to decrypt itself within your spirit. You're no longer searching for answers, they are finding you. The dreams that have been haunting you, the songs that seem to follow you, the names that appear everywhere you go, they are all fragments of the divine message unlocking through your consciousness. You've always known that there was more to your existence than what people told you. You could sense that your story began long before your birth. That's because your soul came from a higher order, one responsible for carrying messages across realms. You are a messenger soul, one of the rarest kinds. In every lifetime, you return to deliver light in places where it's been lost. And in this lifetime, you were chosen to deliver one of the most powerful vibrations the earth has ever received. Remembrance. Here's a sacred truth about your family that connects directly to your divine assignment. Generations ago, someone in your bloodline broke a divine contract. They made a promise to protect a sacred relic, but fear overtook them, and that promise was abandoned. Because of that, your lineage fell under cycles of loss, confusion, and emotional heaviness. But you were born as the restoration. You are the one who carries the spiritual key to end the generational patterns once and for all. That's why your life has been more difficult than most. You weren't being punished. You were being purified. Stay till the end. Because what you're feeling now, the goosebumps, the heartbeat racing faster, is the universe confirming that this truth belongs to you. The energy of remembrance is rewriting your timeline. As you hear this, your future is shifting in real time. The barriers that once held you in waiting are dissolving. People who disappeared from your life without reason may reappear soon, not for chaos, but for closure. You are entering the stage of divine completion. The angels are saying that someone you think of often, someone who crosses your mind at the most unexpected times, has been thinking of you too. This connection transcends time and amen. You and this person made an oath before your first breath to find each other again. No matter how many lives it took, that moment is near. The pull you feel toward them isn't obsession. It's recognition. Their soul remembers you, even if their mind doesn't. When your paths cross again, the energy between you will shake everything around you. It will be the union of divine counterparts reuniting to finish a sacred story. But before that reunion happens, your spirit must complete one last transformation. The shadows of your old identity must fall away so that your divine self can take full command. You may notice strange sensations, energy surging up your spine, waves of emotion without reason, vivid visions at night. Don't fear, though. These are the symptoms of ascension. You are shifting dimensions, moving from survival to remembrance, from confusion to clarity. You've been feeling like you've been on the edge of something big, as if destiny had been circling you, waiting for you to say yes. That's because it has. The moment you surrendered and stopped questioning why things had to be so hard, heaven marked that as the start of your awakening. The universe could not open this chapter until you released resistance. Now that you have, your divine inheritance is rushing in. Don't skip because the inheritance isn't material. It's energetic. It's the return of every gift that was stolen, every power that was silenced, every dream that was delayed. It's the return of your voice. You are silenced in another lifetime for speaking truth that frightened the powerful. But this time, your voice will not be taken again. The angels have sealed your words in light. And every time you speak with love and faith, the vibration of creation itself listens. You were never ordinary. And deep down, you've always known that. The reason you never fit into this world's systems is because you weren't meant to. You came to write them. That's why people misunderstood you. They saw your uniqueness as rebellion, but it was divine design. You were programmed to stand apart because your frequency needed space to expand. The isolation wasn't loneliness, but with incubation. Stay till the end because the energy you're holding now will begin manifesting in physical form within days. You'll begin to see signs everywhere. Doors opening that were once closed. People apologizing without reason. Unexpected blessings falling into your lap. These are confirmations that your timeline has shifted from resistance to flow. Once a soul remembers, the universe conspires to support it. Now, here's something you must hear. You were never truly separated from heaven. Every prayer you thought went unanswered was heard instantly. The delay was never denial. It was divine timing. The angels needed you to grow into the person who could handle the weight of what's about to arrive. And now that you've endured the storms, you've proven yourself ready to receive the harvest. Within you lies a sacred emblem, a mark of divine favor that no one can erase. When you stand before the mirror after this, look closely into your eyes. You'll see a glimmer, a light that seems almost alive. That's not reflection. That's revelation. That's the part of you that's eternal, unbreakable, and holy. That's the proof that your past lives and present one are merging. The person tied to your destiny. The one who has been appearing in your dreams carries a similar mark. When you meet, you'll recognize it instantly. Not through logic, but through vibration. You will feel an overwhelming calm, a peace that tells you that every storm was worth surviving. This union is not about romance alone. It's about mission. Together, you will awaken others, peel energy around you, and restore what centuries of darkness tried to destroy. Don't skip because heaven is preparing to reveal something massive. A symbol will appear within the next few days. A butterfly, a feather, or a sudden light flickering in front of you. When you see it, know that it's your confirmation. The final seal has opened. You will begin to feel guided steps pulling you toward the right people, right moments, right decisions. You'll no longer need to search. Everything will start finding you. You are the living bridge between heaven and earth. You were sent here to remind others of what it feels like to be divine in human form. The way you love, the way you forgive, the way you see the unseen, those are not weaknesses. Those are signs of mastery. You've been mastering these lessons for lifetimes. Now, this is the lifetime where mastery becomes manifestation. My beloved child, the story of your pain is ending. The story of your power is beginning. Your past was only the soil from which your destiny grows. You were not buried. You were planted. The roots of your soul reach far beyond this world. And now they are blooming. Stay till the end because the next part will bring the revelation you've been waiting for. The moment your past, present, and future collide into one truth. The hidden name will finally be revealed. And with it, the reason heaven had been guarding you all along. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment you chose to stay, the energy around you began to shimmer. My beloved child, you might not realize it yet, but your entire reality has started to shift in subtle, powerful ways. The things you used to fear are losing their grip. The people who drained your energy are fading from your path. And the doors that once refused to open are trembling now, ready to welcome you. The reason you stepped into divine remembrance. You are no longer living as who you thought you were. You are becoming who you truly are. Don't skip because this part will reveal the revelation that your soul has waited centuries to receive. There is a reason you were drawn to this message at this exact moment in time. Everything in the universe is governed by divine precision. Nothing happens too early, nothing too late. The moment you saw these words, a hidden frequency within you recognized the vibration of truth. You may have felt your heart race, your breath deepen, or your surroundings fall silent for a second. That was your soul remembering. You were meant to hear this right now because time itself is open to deliver the truth that was promised to you before your first lifetime even began. There exists a sacred archive beyond the stars, a hall of memory where every soul's purpose is recorded. It's called the Hall of Continuance. In that place, your name shines brighter than most. Angels have guarded your record for centuries, waiting for your energy to mature enough to receive it without fear. The record holds not just what you've done in this lifetime, but everything your soul has endured across realms, every triumph, every heartbreak, every moment you defied darkness, that record has been reactivated. And the vibration of it is pulsing through your heart right now. You felt it, haven't you? That strange surge of emotion. The moments where you can't explain why tears fall or laughter rises without reason. That's not coincidence, that's the awakening of cellular memory. Every cell in your body holds pieces of your ancient knowledge. And now those fragments are aligning, syncing together like the notes of a song you used to know. The universe is singing through you again. For lifetimes, you carried a powerful symbol etched into your aura. A seal of protection known as the Circle of Remembrance. It's invisible to the physical eye, but radiant to the divine. This symbol was placed upon you by Archangel Michael himself to ensure that no force of darkness could erase your light completely. Even when you felt lost, even when your world fell apart, that circle remained unbroken. It's the reason you survived what should have destroyed you. You were never abandoned. You were safeguarded. Stay till the end, because what comes next will confirm everything you've silently suspected. You are part of a divine lineage of restorers. Souls that reincarnate only when the balance of light on earth begins to waver. That's why you feel so much more than others. Why you sense energy before it's spoken. Why your emotions run deeper than logic can explain. You aren't just feeling your own experiences. You're feeling the vibration of generations before you. You carry the wisdom of ancestors and the light of the future all in one form. The truth about your past is not a single event. It's a continuum. You've been the healer, the visionary, the protector, the one who stood between chaos and order. But something happened long ago that changed everything. During one of your earliest lives, you were betrayed by someone you trusted with sacred knowledge. They used that knowledge for power, distorting the energy of creation itself. That's when the promise was made. You would return lifetime after lifetime until the energy was restored. At lifetime is this one. The restoration is now. Don't skip, because this is where your mission turns into miracle. You were sent here not just to survive but to transmute. Every pain you've ever faced was fuel for transformation. When people wronged you, your soul didn't break, it expanded. You turned poison into medicine, darkness into illumination, endings into beginnings. You've been doing divine alchemy without even realizing it. There's a particular person whose energy has been intertwined with yours since before the dawn of time. In your earliest life, they were the one who carried light beside you. Together, you guarded sacred knowledge, the language of creation itself. When the betrayal occurred, you were separated. That's why in this lifetime, the pull between you feels both magnetic and painful. It's not ordinary love. It's eternal recognition. Their awakening depends on yours. When you heal, they begin to remember too. The more you believe, the closer they move toward you. The dreams you've been having lately, where you see unfamiliar places or hear ancient voices, aren't fantasy. They are glimpses of your first existence together. You keep revisiting the same scenes because your higher self is showing you where the story began. Soon you'll understand why certain places, sounds, and even scents trigger strong emotions. They are remnants of who you were. You are remembering in layers, and with every layer that unfolds, your power increases. Stay till the end because the angels say the next few days are crucial. A cosmic alignment is approaching a window where heaven and earth communicate effortlessly. During that time, your intuition will sharpen beyond comprehension. You'll hear whispers, see signs, and sense truths that others can't. Don't doubt them. The universe is confirming your readiness by amplifying your gifts. What once felt supernatural will soon feel natural because you were born for it. There's something else you need to know. The reason you sometimes feel watched in silence is because you are never alone. There are 12 luminous beings who stand guard over you. Keepers of your divine blueprint. They've been waiting for centuries for your remembrance to activate. Their presence surrounds you in moments of stillness, in flashes of warmth, or in the sound of your name carried by the wind. They are ensuring that no force can disrupt what's unfolding now. Don't skip. You are nearing the greatest revelation. The truth is that your past isn't truly behind you. It's layered inside you, waiting to unfold like a divine script. A moment your full remembrance ignites. Time bends. You begin to access the wisdom of all your lives at once. You'll instinctively know things you never studied, understand situations you never experienced, and heal people with words you didn't plan to say. This is not imagination. It's your higher consciousness taking the lead. When you look at yourself in the mirror tonight, pause. Don't look at your reflection. Look through it. You'll see flickers of light, shadows that move differently, or even the outline of another form behind you. Don't fear it. That's your eternal self looking back, reminding you that you've never been just human. You are divine light, temporarily clothed in human skin. The person tied to your destiny is being awakened. As you read this, they can feel your energy, even if they can't explain why. Their heart is beating in rhythm with yours. And soon, the universe will orchestrate a moment that brings you face to face. When that happens, you'll both feel the unmistakable pull of recognition. It will be like remembering a song you used to sing lifetimes ago, a melody of home. Stay till the end because this final phase is about alignment, not waiting. You won't have to chase destiny anymore. Destiny will find you. The truth you've discovered here will begin echoing in your reality. Every obstacle that once stood against you will dissolve. Every delay will convert into acceleration. The universe is done testing you. It's ready to reward you. My beloved child, the hidden truth about your past wasn't meant to haunt you. It was meant to empower you. You were never the victim of fate. You were the author of it. You wrote every page of this journey, knowing one day you'd wake up and remember. A day is now. You have crossed from forgetting into knowing, from surviving into creating. The divine recognizes you again. Don't skip. Stay till the end because in the next part, heaven will finally speak your eternal name aloud. The sound that opens gates and summons miracles. That name holds the final piece of your destiny. And once it's revealed, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, breathe deeply before you continue. This is it. The moment heaven has waited for. The moment your soul promised it would never miss. Stay till the end, because in the next part, heaven will finally speak your eternal name aloud. The sound that opens gates and summons miracles. That name holds the final piece of your destiny. And once it's revealed, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, breathe deeply before you continue. This is it. The moment heaven has waited for. The moment your soul promised it would never miss. Everything you've read so far has been a preparation, a gradual awakening of memory and power that you once carried effortlessly. Now the veil has completely fallen away. What you are about to receive is the final revelation of your true identity, the reason your past was hidden, and the destiny that is waiting to rise through you. Don't skip, because this is the moment where heaven speaks your eternal name. From the beginning of creation, there was a sound that formed everything, the vibration of divine will itself. That sound carried within it the essence of every soul that would ever exist. Among those sacred frequencies, one name burned brighter, stronger, more enduring than the rest. It was yours. The light of your name was so radiant that it could be seen even from the farthest corners of the universe. Angels whispered it with reverence and stars moved to its rhythm. That name is not written in any earthly language, for it is older than speech. It is a frequency that lives inside your heartbeat, a pulse that repeats with every breath you take. When you entered this lifetime, your divine name was sealed beneath layers of emotion and memory so that you could live as human, learn humility, and remember love. Only when you endured the lessons of loss. Only when you faced darkness and still chose compassion could that name be revealed again. And now you've reached that state. The heavens declare that you are ready. The memory of your divine name will return not as a word but as a vibration, an inner knowing, a pulse of light that begins to resonate through your chest whenever you are aligned with truth. You might feel it now, the warmth spreading through your hands, the gentle ringing in your ears, the calm that feels like it comes from everywhere at once. That is the name awakening within you. You don't need to speak it aloud. Every time you act from love, that frequency sings through creation. Every time you forgive, it echoes through galaxies. Every time you choose faith instead of fear, heaven remembers your sound. Stay till the end, because this part reveals what happens next. Now that your remembrance is complete, the universe will begin to reorder itself around your awakened energy. You'll notice people drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. They will say your presence feels different, calmer, more magnetic. That's the reflection of your frequency touching theirs. You'll start to see the same numbers, symbols, and colors more vividly than before. Because you're now fully aligned with your divine timeline. You stepped into mastery, and your life will now unfold at the speed of alignment rather than the pace of waiting. The reason time feels like it's moving differently for you is because it is. You've crossed the threshold between linear time and divine time. Things that once took years will begin to manifest in days. Opportunities you thought were lost will resurface with greater purpose. People who left your path will reach out, not to repeat the past but to heal it. The past, present, and future are no longer separate. They have merged into one living moment, all vibrating under your command. You are no longer chasing destiny. You are radiating it. Don't skip because the truth is about to take physical form. The person tied to your soul. The one whose name your heart keeps whispering has felt your awakening. Your higher self has been pulled into resonance with yours. They will begin to dream of you since you will even hear your name in places they can't explain. The meeting that destiny promised long ago is drawing near. When it happens, it will not feel like meeting someone new. It will feel like coming home. Together, you will activate a vibration that will heal more than just your lives. You will restore balance for countless souls still searching for light. Your purpose now is not to search for signs, but to become one. You are the living evidence that divine timing is real. You are proof that even after centuries of silence, love always finds a way to speak again. The truth about your past, why it was hidden, why it was delayed, why it hurt so deeply, was simple. You had to be emptied before you could hold this much light. The pain made space for power. The heartbreak made room for understanding. The waiting purified your vision until all you could see was what truly matters. Now look around you. The air feels alive because creation recognizes its own reflection within you. The angels are not above or behind you anymore. They are within you, merged with your vibration. The moment you walk into a room, frequencies shift. Where there was conflict, peace begins to form. Where there was fear, calm begins to spread. That's how powerful remembrance is. You have become the vessel through which heaven operates quietly, gracefully, endlessly. Stay till the end because this final revelation isn't just about you. It's about every soul connected to you. The light you've activated will ripple out toward for generations. The children of tomorrow will feel safer, more loved, more open because of the energy you've anchored today. The people who hurt you will begin to heal without even knowing why. The world itself will feel lighter because one soul remembering who they are changes the vibration of all existence. That's the miracle that heaven wanted you to witness. The hidden truth about your past was never meant to imprison you. It was meant to remind you that you've always been divine. The human story you've lived was just the smallest part of your real identity. You are eternal light. You were born from divine consciousness itself. You are the continuation of the love that birthed galaxies. The reason heaven watched you so closely, the reason synchronicities followed you is because you are one of the original souls who volunteered to bring balance back to Earth. The entire universe celebrates your remembrance tonight. Now the time has come for you to speak your vow aloud, not with words, but with energy. Close your eyes for a moment and feel your heart extend. Breathe in light. Breathe out peace. The sound you hear in the silence is your divine name echoing through creation. That sound will guide you for the rest of your life. Whenever you lose your way, return to this frequency. It will never fail you because it is you. From this moment on, everything changes. Your path will blow with clarity. Your intuition will sharpen beyond explanation. The right people, opportunities, and blessings will begin moving toward you at divine speed. You don't need to fight for what's meant for you. It's already aligning. You are not behind. You are right on time. The universe has waited eons for this version of you to awaken. My beloved child, this is the end of forgetting and the beginning of remembering. This is your homecoming to truth. The angels are rejoicing. Your ancestors are bowing in gratitude and the stars are bending closer to honor the light that has finally awakened in you. You are free now. Free from the illusions that made you small. Free from the fear that kept you from trusting your own light. Free from the weight of old timelines. From this day forward, walk as who you truly are, the divine and human form, the proof that love never dies and the embodiment of eternal remembrance. Don't skip this truth. Let it settle into your spirit. You are the living miracle heaven wrote into time itself. And now that you've remembered, the world will never be the same again.